I've been doing art ever since I could hold a pencil. I've always been drawing. I'm the artist and illustrator for The Garden of Sin. I had actually taken a pretty long break from doing art. I had this horrible dream, a night terror, I guess you'd say. You know, I'd wake up in my sleep and I couldn't move at all. There was this tall, triangular, just shadowy figure, this vicious face, and I wanted to put it on paper. The shadow represents everything bad. He's supposed to be that lurking, guilty conscience. What you think in your heart is bad. I had this vision in my mind. It was just this character. It was the first drawing I did for the book, not even knowing that I was going to do a book yet. Somebody had commented on it, and they said it reminded them of gluttony from the 7 Deadly Sins, and ended up drawing one image of each of the 7 Deadly Sins. I had no idea what the other ones were going to look like yet. Luckily, shortly after that, I ran into Megan and met her for the first time.
And so we started to talk, and I told him how I enjoyed to write, and just out of the sake of conversation, I brought up how I had always, forever, wanted to do a collaboration. I started writing probably around the age of 13. Visual art is something I envy. I can't do it. I don't have the pencil eye hand thing, and I've always wanted someone whose brain is close enough to mine in that world to where they can express me visually and go in on a collaboration, and I just kind of threw that out there.
She decided that she was going to write a piece of poetry for each one of the confessions or the sinners that I was drawing, and it wasn't till 6 months after that we actually decided, like, wow, we can make a book out of this. Once she started writing the poetry and I started coming up, producing a little bit more art for it, realized how much further we could take this, and instead of just showing you these sinners, we can actually take you on this voyage through hell.
To portray, the story of the suffering, that is possible through those lifestyles, and and do it through a kind of storybook verse style. Written word with very graphic, detailed illustrations, kind of just tour and a guide through that.
There's 52 full-color illustrations, and for every illustration there is writing for it. It's almost done kind of like a children's book, but obviously meant for adults. This is not meant for any children whatsoever. There's some pretty dark images.
I feel for those people who are sensitive to the feeling of nightmares and all that kind of stuff, and I can see where some people have trouble facing that. But I think outside of the darkness, the grotesque and all those things that could frighten people away from the book, in a greater sense, it's not really a dark message. It's kind of trying to, in my opinion, shine a light on the darkness that exists, and so you have to tell the story of the darkness.
Basically, to give you an idea what the book's going to feel like, what it's going to look like, we used the first 5 images from the book, the first chapter, The Wood of the Damned, as the shadow takes the first sinner down into hell. And with the video, we just wanted to set the right moods and tones, show you the atmosphere that you can expect in the book.
Chaotic wonderment, love, lust, and dreams, rethreading life as it falls apart at the seams. A gentle nudge from opportunity when life is bare and special moments scarce. Driven by ingenuity, stubborn to the lies, our scenic eyes, brighten life. Moving moments of past time, dancing lightning on a lake's moonshine. A lost sunset intertwined with a promising sunshine. Destiny calls and fate follows. Pride we swallow, because time avails every time. A livery of souls blessed with a toast to the best and the worst, with a fiery light just on time to savor life.
Come, walk with me. I've got quite the sights for you to see. Perhaps it'll help you to understand what it is you don't believe.
Take heed in what you are privileged enough to see. Amongst the trees, souls who watered and grew their own seed.
Self-absorbed with self-needs. Those who self-pleased. The damned and the sin-diseased. Embedded timelessly with terror, awaiting their trial forever. And into the garden of darkness we descend, where souls no longer flourish, only the flowers of their sins. I am the shadow of sin.
All right, guys. So you've just seen the first chapter through our video there. So you met the Shadow. You met your tour guide through hell here. Hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to talk about what we need from you guys to help us out here to make this all happen, make our dream come true. All right. So the entire book is now finished. All the illustrations are done. All the writing's finished. We're done with the final stages of editing. The images have been scanned and they're all ready to print, ready to go. The thing's ready to be published. But we need your help. We need $9,000. And what that will allow us to do is get our first but very limited run of the book. That'll be several hundred copies softcover, a couple hundred copies hardcover for you guys. It's a lot of posters. If we could, we'd like to get a little bit more from you guys to take this a little bit further. Our ultimate stretch goal is at $35,000. And if you guys donate that much, we're gonna be able to make some really, really cool things happen. We'll be able to bring the entire book to life on DVD for you guys. It'll be a really cool package with the book. It includes a DVD and CD on the other side, so you can just listen to the audio track. Without that money, we can't get the books done right now. It'll set the deadline way further back than we'd like to. We've put 3 years into this, guys. This is our child. This is our baby. We really, really want to see this happen, and hopefully you do too after watching that video.